scariest thing you hear?
At the top of the top, which albums are prayed over demonically. Music is prayed over demonically. That goes out to the world, goes out to the radio stations, goes out to the public. And when you see that stuff and know that stuff, it's frightening.
What do you mean by that, Shane, prayed over demonically?
So, rituals, ceremonies, everything to bring, to give light to the devil, to Satan. It's a satanic music industry. That's majority of what it is.
Do you mean figuratively, or do you mean literally you've been in...
Literally, yes.
And
Not figuratively.
Can you share what those albums were? Were they your albums?
No, they weren't our albums, no. They were not Boyzone albums. So that's what I mean by not every music is that. But it was on the stepping stone to that. So you're going back to 1993s into 2000s. And then if you look at what the music is today, the industry is today, for all your Sam Smiths to your Dojo Cats to your Beyoncés they are so demonic, it's unbelievable. And we can't, it's in front of us. It's something that we kind of go, oh, it's just music. But it really isn't. It's absolutely taken over the world, taken over our children, and taken over everything that's coming to the times of world crisis.
And are you talking about the messages that are in some of those songs, some of those that some of those artists, share with their fans?
Yeah, messages and the glorification of Satan.
And it certainly had some kind of influence on you, because as you said that you started to get very drawn into the dark side, and you were interested in witchcraft and Ouija boards, and that led to some very dark experiences for you personally. Can you tell us a bit about what those were and how those came about?
It came about just through opening those doors. We've got to be very careful on what doors we knock on. And as soon as you start innocently doing a tarot reading or a Ouija board or a seance or whatever them fun things as kids that we mess around with, you're giving grounds to the dark side. Of course you are. You're now engaged. You've opened the door. And once you open doors, they have the rights. They have the rights to come in. And I opened many doors and found myself in a very, very angry, very dark place, self-destruct place, violent place. And at one point of all of that, I don't think I was quite suicidal, but in the industry that I was in, the press itself was, quite, with the whole, I'll say, phone hacking side of
Whitney Houston killers came into a hotel room, right?
Yeah. Before we go into the second video, which it's crazy as well. First of all, thank you very much from the Patreon, because I react to the videos that the patrons suggest that I do. So I appreciate you guys a ton. Link is in the description down below. But guys, I've been saying this for the longest. The industry is super demonic. The music you're listening to actually influences you. If you repeat something enough times, it starts to enter your subconscious and influence you, whether you like it or not. Be careful what you're exposing yourself to.
That's a five-star hotel, Hollywood Hilton, right?
Beverly Hills Hilton.
Can I ask you a question? Where the footage from the hallway?
Music
Where the footage from the hallway? Why we never saw the footage from the hallway? You know why? Because whoever had Whitney Houston murdered had enough power to make that footage disappear.
But kill Whitney for what though?
That's what I was gonna ask though. What she was fighting for?
I'm gonna tell you what I think she was fighting for.
Cut her.
What?
Kill Whitney and all of these industry stars who just miraculously pass away, who just weird in their bathtub, or some crazy stuff. You're about to find out. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even pay, because you give up your whole entire life for all of this fame, for all of this witchcraft, all of these demonic things you're doing anyways, and then only just to realize later on that, wait, I don't own any of my stuff. I don't own my CDs, music, and I don't own my soul anymore. That's scary. That is scary. So let's find out what, the reasons behind Whitney Houston and a couple of famous artists vanishing.
What do all entertainers do when they run out of money?
So they masters publishing.
What's the first thing they start looking at?
They publishing, they
They
masters.
publishing
Yes.
their masters
Yes.
and all the royalties that I never got.
Yes. Yes. So
Whitney Houston broke the Beatles record.
Yes.
Whitney Houston broke Elvis's record. Whitney Houston is the only black artist ever, not even Michael Jackson, to have 3 certified diamond albums. I Will Always Love You is the highest selling female song in world history.
Wow.
You understand me? And she broke?
Something's not right.
facts.
I ain't never heard.
Whitney was going to order an audit on her publishing, her royalties, her masters. And there's somebody who couldn't afford that to happen. And that's why Whitney not here.
Yeah.
What's
And
up?
isn't it ironic that Whitney Houston dies the same way that Jimi Hendrix dies?
That's it. Jimi Hendrix.
In a tub in a hotel, allegedly from drugs. And we know why Jimi Hendrix was murdered, the greatest guitarist of all time, because Jimi Hendrix wanted to finance the Black Panther Party, but he didn't know that his agent, his manager, was an MI6 British intelligence agent.
What?
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, you,
Wow.
They gonna have you mapped out.
And Prince was murdered because Prince didn't want to sell his unpublished music to Warner Brothers. And Michael Jackson was murdered because he didn't want to sell the Beatles catalog back to Sony Records.
Wow.
what you want to ask?
And R. Kelly went to jail
Yeah.
because Sony Records wanted his catalog.
Yeah?
R. Kelly is not in jail for pedophilia, although that's wrong and he should be if he's guilty. But that ain't why he there.
Yeah.
White folks been knew he was doing what he was
Yeah.
doing. R. Kelly
believe
didn't
that.
go to jail till R. Kelly start questioning control of his masters. Bill Cosby goes to jail because the second largest oil company in the world wanted to drill under his home in Massachusetts and he wouldn't let him. And the reason they brought up the lawsuit with the ugly old white women is to financially bankrupt Bill Cosby, so he got to sell the house and the oil company gets the oil.
You saw that?
Wow. Guys, you're going to end up losing yourself in the process. It's not worth it for you to obtain the entire world but lose your soul in the process. It doesn't make sense. First of all, I want you to smash the like on this video so it reaches another soul who hasn't heard of anything to do with the gospel, God, you know, any of that stuff. So it reaches them. And most importantly, I want to hear from you in the comment section down below. What do you think about all of this? Is it just fake, or you know what, Ronnie, you're talking trash, blah blah blah. I don't want to, you know, it's all fake. It's just music. There's nothing, mate. It's just music. Or are you one of those individuals who are like, mate, this, goodness me, this has to be real? I mean, how many times are you going to see people like Sam Smith, who used to be normal, and then later on they turn into a demon, devil worshipping, satanic, ritualistic, if that's even a word, individual who performs rituals on stage publicly, dressed as the devil himself whilst twerking? Like, what is going on? What is going on? But guys, anyways, let me know in the comment section down below, because this for me is absolutely insane. You have people who are saying it out of their own mouths, but people still don't want to believe them. Let me know in the comment section down below. Smash the like button. Link is in the description down below. If you're Christian and you want to take entrepreneurship serious without losing your soul, basically, you want to obtain success, money without losing your soul in the process, then that's exactly what we're building. Link is in the description down below. Shout out to my Patreon, Larry and Rod, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.